Man. Wealthy brand, Wealthy brand. I came to shoot a video with you a while ago. It was a music video for this artist, man, and I already knew about the brand a little bit. I knew how established you guys were, and it's a beautiful, beautiful location. How did it all come together? What brought the Wealthy brand into fruition in the first place?
I'm like a behind the scenes type of person. You know what I'm saying? I always used to try to like invest my time and ideas and money to a certain extent into like other people, because I used to see like their talent and the shit that they're good at. I feel like if I could like implement the shit that I got going on with theirs, it can go somewhere. And it never really went nowhere because people work ethic is like not as compatible. It's not compatible to my shit. You know what I'm saying? So I said fuck all that, and I just started like investing and focusing in the shit that I had in my head for myself. So we came up with a mentally wealthy at first, and we dropped the mentally and we started going with the wealthy, came up with the box logo, made it like a street brand type. I didn't want to get too deep into the fashion shit because people like hella particular, but you can't really be too particular with a shirt and a tee that's put together well. You know, however you want to play it, you can put your own personality on it. And we just went from there in like 2016, and we just been building from there on. Then we end up getting our location in Oak Park, like the Oak Park Ferndale, downtown Ferndale border, right there on 9 Mile. We end up getting our location in November 2018. So our 3-year anniversary coming up. We our grand opening was like Black Friday 2018. So that's how we really got started. And we used to throw parties in college. Me and my partner, Kuddi, we threw parties up at Saginaw Valley State. And we just used to bounce around from like college to college and shit, throwing parties, connecting with people. So once we came with the brand or whatever, we already had like a following outside the city and shit. And once, like I'm from the city, I'm from the east side, 6 Mile and Gunston area. I went to Cody High School, shit like that on the west side. And then my partner, he from Saginaw. He went to Saginaw High, shit like that. So he hella plugged in with like everything coming out of Saginaw, and kind of like vice versa here. And we just be tag teaming shit just all throughout the state, nation, Midwest, however we can get it. We just be moving around for real, for real.
So it's just you and Kuddi, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are the ones who started it and established it together?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Dark nights, all that.
What was the connection with you guys before that?
Just school. I was playing basketball down at Morehead State University. Had a kid, moved back home. You know, I figured out I wasn't going to the NBA and shit. You got to start looking at the numbers. 450 spots in the NBA, and it's a million niggas hooping. So I just had to go with the math, and I just started, tapping into my entrepreneur spirit, and just started doing everything for real. A little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of good, a little bit of bad. But my kid kept me on the right track and shit, because I wanted to make sure I could groom him to carry the legacy and shit. So that's what type of time I was really on.
For sure.
And I met him up there or whatever, and he had a kid and shit like that. Was hooping. We met on some interrec type shit, busting niggas' asses in the rec in college. And we just been fucking with each other ever since. For real, for real. So it was really just college shit. Niggas was broke as hell up there, figured out how to get some paper up there. You know, the chicks, we was 2-man missions.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of that, you know.
It's kind of crazy because you're older, like you're in an older time of your life, and you build a connection with somebody that you can build a business with.
Yeah, for sure. I be trying to preach that. Like I didn't graduate from college, but I've been to enough schools to the point where I just got hella like my contact sheet just crazy just from meeting people who everybody in college usually striving to do something positive. You just really just trying to figure out your purpose or whatever. But it lined me up with some great people who if it wasn't for me like bumping into the people I bumped into, I don't think this should be rolling like that, you know.
When it first established, I know you guys were doing just hats, right?
Yeah, it was hats at first. Then the hat shit got old fast. Then we had to jump into like the apparel.
Yeah.
For real. So.
Was it what moment was it when you guys thought like, okay, this is not working with the hats, we need to reinvent?
Down there ASAP, because I feel like I'm a good salesman, you know. I try to present shit and market shit the right way, and them bitches weren't moving. So I basically gave them shits away, figured out the new logo or whatever, and that one was more marketable, attention grabbing, and you just notice it just easy. That's all it is. That's all just selling shit is. It's just an easy sell, simple, a solid quality shirt. You know what I'm saying? So, and it just went from there. And we put it all on the right people. Ray probably was like one of the first rappers around here that put it on back 5 years ago type shit. DZ took it off though. Like that shit took off fucking with my nigga DZ. And DZ, he a real nigga. He be plugging niggas in whenever he can. You know.
Yeah,
like,
I saw Dwight Howard had a wealthy.
Yeah, that's another plug. Somebody plugged us with him. I appreciate her for that for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just connecting and just doing right by people, and that shit just good karma. I feel like this shit just good karma, cause there's a lot of people who did so much fucked up shit back in the day that they can't even do certain shit.
Right. Yeah, like you guys networked yourself, but you stayed honest.
Yeah, we got to.
Yeah, you know, everybody's trying to sell shirts. You know, it's like one of the biggest things right now. Like. It looks like a monetary, like a pool that you just jump into. Like there's just cash everywhere, but there's a lot of failure involved with starting a brand. And even you guys had unfortunate, the beginning with the hats, it didn't work out. You had to start from scratch again, figure out what's going on. What do you think these kids are doing wrong? What do you think these youngsters are doing wrong to try to start to launch a brand?
I don't think they doing shit wrong. Just by just starting it is a good step, but it's just like doing the right shit, like marketing. It's just like you gotta be like connected with like human. You gotta understand like human nature and shit like that. Like you gotta know what type of shit that's gonna appeal to the demographic you trying to appeal to. You know what I'm saying? Like we started off with like, all right, we just gonna appeal to the motherfuckers we know. We gonna give free shirts to all our sweet ass friends who dress fresh as fuck. Like you gotta get that shit away for real, but you can't give it away too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like it just gotta be the right people. Like if you fresh as hell, and I want you as a customer type shit. I want the people who think you're fresh, and they kind of like everybody's influencers in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Even somebody with like 3,500 followers or some shit, but they getting 500 likes. And you throw on my shirt on some crispy shit with some Balenciagas and you put it together the right way, that shit gonna sell. That's just what it is. So it's just quality over quantity.
Right on.
Get it to the right people, you know?
So when you guys are reinventing, the Wealthy brand is the new motto, and it's the new thing that you're gonna slap on all these t-shirts. What's the reciprocation like in the beginning? Was it still all tough grind in the very begining? Walk us through the process, kind of like how, when you did have the thing that's successful now, the thing that did work, how the beginning was.
The beginning, it was like the people who fucked with me bought it because I was doing it. Then after you ran out of people who fucking actually probably got $40 to $50 to buy a hat, now it's time for the real shit. Like, you don't know me. How can I get you to buy the shit? You know what I'm saying? So it's just really just like cracking that. And once I figured out the hats wasn't working, I just said, fuck it. We just about to jump into the T game, mash them up with like all the mics. You know, Jordan never come out with the right fucking shirts for his shoes. So we just jumped on that Jordan wave. Then Yeezy started getting on fire. And we just customized the tees on the spot. I was trapping out my van. I had like my standard tees on deck then. I'd be like in a little trap over in like the New Center area. We used to trap out my man's crib. Shout out to City Tees. Can't forget about my nigga City Tees. He definitely put me in a good position to win too. So we was over there just trapping out there. And in the rap, like I seen the Detroit music scene. Like I just seen everything just finally getting some structure around here. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I felt like Detroit always lacked, like structure. We had everything else, like we had the fashion, we had everything else, but we just lacked the structure. So when I seen like the music scene start getting like a little more structure, I knew. And I always, like, I'm a real Detroit nigga, East Side. So I could feel and I could just see who's gonna be next. Like a lot of people don't see that shit. Like I be seeing like, all right, he do this, he gonna be popping in a couple months. Yeah. Let me get them this shit early. You know what I'm saying? You gotta show niggas love early.
Mm-hmm.
You know, embrace them early. Like, this shit hard. I see where you going. That shit was just like a little gift, huh? Let me come get a wealthy pack.
Yeah.
You know, just show my respects and pay my respects to the grind or whatever. And niggas just be blowing up quick. Million views, and you just seeing wealthy tees everywhere.
Yeah.
From then on.
It's like you're scouting.
Yeah.
But not really scouting.
Yeah,
you just know who's gonna. You're not doing it on purpose.
Yeah, it's just organic because I'm so into the. Like, I don't listen to shit else but Detroit music. Niggas be confused. Like, damn, you don't listen to shit else. Like, I just listen to all Detroit music. So I'm like looking for new shit to hear. You know what I'm saying? So if I hear the right shit, see you presenting yourself in a white way, yeah, come get you a little wealthy pack. You know, if you wear it, you wear it. If you don't, if you fuck with it, you wear it. But I pay my respects to what you doing, to your grind or whatever. But
is there anybody you missed? Is there anybody you were like, damn it, I had a feeling, but I missed that one.
Let me see. I don't really miss too often. I kind of seen Egg Roll coming, Eastside Egg Roll.
I seen him coming before anybody.
Yeah, he always kind of like went viral, like low key. It'd come across my desk or whatever. Like, oh yeah, this nigga, he talking that shit, he doing wild shit. So I wouldn't say I missed Egg Roll. It just happened so fast though, and you know how Detroit is. Yeah. Some people I don't mind reaching out to, like if it's like a mutual connection there somewhere, I can, hey bro, tell bro I fuck with him or whatever like that. It wasn't really like that with Egg Roll, so I couldn't really get him shit. But it's all love though. I support everything you doing and shit. Entertaining as fuck.
Looking at like your life a little bit, obviously a lot of people think that they're gonna make it to the NBA. You know, they think that's a potential opportunity, and then you had like a kind of a sense in you maybe it's not gonna work out. I don't know if it's injury or just sense or just like you said, maybe your stats weren't there.
Just opportunity and my work ethic one. My work ethic was there, but it was like too late. Like, it should have been there like a little earlier, you know. So I'm big on work ethic with everything I do now. So I just be trying to make sure I'm on top of my shit. Sure. Cause that shit like beat out like talent, opportunity, you know, hard work and opportunity, you know, all that shit, preparation, all that shit meets itself. That shit just wasn't happening with the basketball shit for me fast enough. Like with having a kid, like I didn't want my kid to want for shit, so I had to just get to a bag some type of way.
At that moment in time in your life, was basketball the only thing that you had going on as far as like a potential thing that's my future?
Yeah, I just had, and I had like hella confidence. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was gonna get money regardless, whatever the fuck I put my mind to. I felt like I was just gonna get some paper. Like, if the wealthy shit, I felt like I'd be doing something else. Cause I read, I watch YouTube videos, I just study shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I'm gonna get to some paper somehow. Yeah. You know, that's just how I feel. But you ain't gotta be like a superstar to be successful. That's what people gotta realize too. Like,
yeah, get into that a little bit, because that's a misconception too, that you have to be ultra famous in order to be successful.
It's like other shit you can do. Like, I feel like me, I'm a laid back person. I'm off the scene. I pop out when I want to. I want shit to be normal when I come out. I don't even want to feel like I gotta be like, it's too much shit come with that. So I like getting my paper, going home, just doing what the fuck I need to do. My son don't want for shit. My mama needs something, she can get it. My dad, vice versa. If a nigga needs something, some advice, some investment, like that's the type of shit I be on. Cause other people be stars. Like, a lot of people be having them characteristics and personality and shit to just be a star. I feel like I got like a closet personality type shit. Like, it don't even come around when I'm like in my circle type shit.
Right on. Like,
I'm a jokester and all that shit, but it be other shit. I just feel like I like controlling what I can control. Like, when you're trying to be like a star, it's like, I feel like it's in other people's hands too much. You feel me?
Yeah.
You need people to be a star. And I don't know how to really elaborate more on that, but
no, I hear what you're saying. Essentially, you know, you guys built a network before you guys even had the brand going off,
right,
and you're already popular. Basketball doesn't work out, but in your mind, it's like, it doesn't matter. I'm going to be successful no matter what the fuck it is, because that's just in your nature to be successful. And And then, you know, you obviously find Kuddi and you guys collaborate together to figure out how to make something of yourselves and make something of a future brand clothing like the Wealthy store. Widely successful. Everybody's wearing it. You know, this might be an exaggeration, but literally if you go to Detroit on a poppin' night, 1 out of every 50 people are probably wearing the Wealthy
Man,
shit. Probably,
for sure.
probably
1
even,
out of 20 for sure.
Yeah, for sure. It's everywhere right now.
I look at people's stories and like look at a party like if it ain't no wealthy, at least one wealthy tea in this motherfucker, like I ain't doing something right. That's how I be feeling.
Yeah, it motivates you to actually go after
Like,
that market.
like they got me fucked up in Pantheon. Why there know fucking teas in here? You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of time I really be on.
Is there competition as far as like is there another brand that's like wealthy but like I can't really think of one right now, but I'm not that hip.
No, I don't feel like it's like competition. I feel like it's just enough. Detroit is such a materialistic, going out, clubbing ass, rapping ass, hookah lounging ass, you know what I'm saying? Restaurant, birthday, dinner, like the shit is just doesn't stop here. Like for real. Like it's something going on damn near. It's something going on Tuesday through Sunday. Mondays people be taking a little break in. But like Tuesday through Sunday, it's something going on. So
Taco Tuesday, man.
Somebody gonna need something. You know what I'm saying? Quick little tea. You feel me? Like I got on a little red tea.
Yeah.
Just on some chill shit.
So there's no like opposer to the Wealthy brand. There's no like, oh well, there's the Wealthy. Everybody wears Wealthy, but then also everybody wears this. That's local though. And we're not talking about.
Yeah, it's a lot of popping local brands. I run off probably like a quick 10. We got Dream Rich. We got Regero going crazy right now. Who else we got?
I think Presumo's doing good, right?
A Rose. I fuck with A Rose. Who was the one you just said?
Presumo.
I'm not familiar with that one.
Yeah, there are some, but like obviously at the end of the day, you guys kind of took over, and then the music videos and the major celebrity artists are wearing it. Like you guys have a song with Sada Baby where it's literally, I think it literally is
literally
called,
good wealthy.
Yeah, it's literally called that.
Shout out to Sada too. Yeah, big shout out to Sada. You know, me and Sada crossed paths before all this shit before. You know, so it's just all love.
Going from a point, so here's the discrepancy, right? For like most people coming up trying to start a brand or trying to start some type of label or anything like that, they lose hope or they feel like they're at the very bottom, right? So you didn't ever have that. You just said it's gonna happen no matter what. I'm gonna make it move forward. You know, it's not a problem on my mind. Or did you have a little bit of doubts at all?
I just believe in small wins. You feel me? Like. I go to like when I first started, I had flyers with the t-shirts on there. Like the more people see this shit, like I couldn't afford the big advertisement. Like people be like billboards and shit like that. I still don't. I fuck with the billboards. I ain't gonna cap, but I just feel like, all right, this motherfucker, 3,000 to 4,000 for the month. Man, fuck that. I can go get 5,000 flyers printed and just beat down a party. You feel me?
Yeah.
And get that same type of shit. Either they're gonna fuck with it or it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's the small wins. Like what was that shit called? Trap karaoke. They used to always have a trap karaoke and shit at the Garden Theater. I'd go stand outside that bitch. Everybody that came out, they'd be familiar with it already because it was like popping like in the streets or whatever. They'd be like, all right. So they was like when they already familiar with your brand, it's kind of like they're a little more receptive to just like flyers and shit like that. Oh, I fuck with this. Like, I already got a T. I fuck with y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I just was outside of like trap karaoke, like 2017, just going crazy with the flyers.
Yeah.
Just getting people familiar. And then when it got to the point where I'm like, all right, I'm about to just open up a store. Fuck it. And that shit just kind of took off. And we had it looks like Detroit in there. It feels like Detroit. Like we've always playing Detroit music in there. We got the guy Sheefy McFly who did the fucking skating rink downtown. He painted the inside of our store. Like we probably was hip to him before the fucking city was to even hire him to do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just the culture, just embracing the culture, being the culture, contributing to the culture. That's all you gotta do for real. And the streets gonna let you know. That's what you gotta listen to the streets. Everybody don't be hating. You feel me? Like with the hats, niggas just didn't know what the hats were. Like, cause I had like some money with a brand. I had a brand with some money going into it. Like they didn't know what the fuck that was, and it used to irritate the fuck out of me. Like, it's me. What can I do to change that? And I changed it to the box Wealthy logo, simple, and all right, wealthy.
Yeah.
Then I explained to them why I came up with it. because I looked at it as mentally wealthy. It's a mental thing, and it can translate to actual wealth.
That's the thing. Wealthy on its own, the word alone stands out.
Yeah,
you know
for sure,
I mean?
for sure.
Generational wealth, just having enough money to secure yourself, not having to worry about money or assets.
Personal freedom, financial freedom, like all that shit. Like that shit just it's wealthy.
Yeah, man. It doesn't need too much explanation, which I think a lot of brands these days, they get caught up in like the meaning and the message behind it.
For sure.
And they forget like just to keep it simple. And I think that's one of the biggest reasons you guys are successful is because you understand style, you understand the culture, and you understand the simplicity of it.
For sure.
You know, just to put it on the shirt. Right now, you're obviously managing as well. You manage Jug Harden, I believe.
Yeah.
What's the process of that like, and how are you able to manage both sides?
It's kind of easy for I ain't gonna say it's easy. It's just it coexists with each other. I don't try to do shit that just take me out of like my primary shit is the wealthy brand. Then with the music is just music is universal or whatever. Like it's part of the Detroit culture, and I just see a good like I feel like he's fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
Like I can't believe some of the shit he just be coming up with, like the metaphors, with the flow, his own song, shit like that. So it's easy to pitch. Like I know I'm not pitching no bullshit. You feel me? It's just like people so their attention span so short these days. It's just you just got to keep it in their face or whatever. So I just heavy on the promo, making sure he on his P's and Q's, and he already got 3 mixtapes. We didn't put out 3 mixtapes since Christmas. And it's about to be Christmas again. We're going to drop another mixtape on Christmas again. Or around Christmas. But like I said, the music shit, that shit's just going to help the brand at the end of the day. Like, that's why I call it the wealthy brand. Like, it could be anything up there. Like, we about to start selling cannabis and shit. Real fire. Like, everything, it's just going to, everything under the wealthy umbrella is just going to be quality shit.
Yes.
The music, the weed, the clothes. The fucking we into the sports management too with the like you know with the high school players and the college players and fucking pros too eventually with that new rule, the NIL rule. So we just trying to tap into that shit. I'm into the crypto shit. I'm trying to figure out the NFT shit.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm on all that, man. So but the music shit, Jug Harden, that nigga up next. Best in the city right now to me, as far as like a new face. He fresh.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know how people gravitate to something new. It's a new sound. It's laid back. It's easy to the ear. So
I was in a room with like a couple pretty damn major artists, and his name came up, and one of the dudes was like, "Yeah, I actually really fuck with that dude." And he's like, "If there was a way to collaborate with him, I would." And this is kind of when he was already steaming a little bit. So you know how you can't just come out of nowhere and approach an artist when they're steaming. You got to get to them beforehand sometimes. But
man,
that's when I knew he was special.
Niggas got to tap in with me, bro. We don't look at shit like that. We trying to win. If we can win with you, just tapping in, we can figure some shit out. We gonna do it. But like the shit he got going with Ray, that shit like beautiful. Like it's just like I don't know if you heard any songs. You heard any songs he got with Ray?
Not with Ray, no, but I've heard his songs just solo.
Yeah, he got the shit Jury, like one of his biggest songs, got like 1.5 million views. Then he got the new shit we just dropped, I'm the Man, crazy. Then he got all this solo shit. Like he a musical genius for real, man. I think very, very high of him as far as like with the rap skills. Like I really do.
It's like piece by piece right now, like you said. Like I like how you said small wins earlier. So like everything is you're not like just chasing everything like at whole at once. It's like you take step by step.
First base, I'll take 100 singles. You feel me? RBIs, Derek Jeter. You feel me? Fuck that. You ain't gotta hit all them goddamn home runs all the time. It don't work like that. You take them small wins, them bitches add up. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I really look at it.
Yeah. Because like you're trying to keep ease in your mind, like you don't want to overwhelm yourself, and also it just makes more sense at the end of the day, right?
Man, for sure.
Yeah.
Just be strategic, consistent, and you just gotta have confidence and just believe in, embrace the process. Cause ain't no way around that bitch. If you skip a step, it's gonna be like that's just a step of experience that you missed out on. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at me with music, like I'm not even the same guy I was last year with the music shit. I feel like I know shit way more because I'm in the studio and real hands-on. And I think outside of my point of view. That's what a lot of people got to do too. You got to think outside of your fucking point of view. Like, I love my point of view like a motherfucker, but I be trying to, if some shit makes sense, I'm going to consider it. You know what I'm saying? So,
like perspective.
Yeah, you got to look at everybody's point of view or whatever.
Yeah.
Like the consumer, the listener, the audience. Like,
I think with having a balance, do you feel like you have a balanced mind? Do you feel like everything kind of go? Do you ever have like days where like you're extremely stressed out, or do you ever feel like you're like going against yourself kind of with stuff, or do you feel like you're overall well balanced?
Man, I just don't give a fuck about shit no more. I'm like I don't give a fuck bag. Cause I let so much shit hold me back, like caring about shit that just didn't help me progress, that I just don't give a fuck no more. Like if I could control it, I make it happen. If I can't, fuck it. If it's gonna take a couple of days, it's gonna take a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I play that.
Yeah, I feel like so. In my opinion, I feel like creatives generally have like emotional outbursts or emotional like moments of their life where like something will hold them back or fuck them up, and it kind of stops the process because you're kind of stuck in your own mind, like, oh, that motherfucker did this. You get caught up in beefs, like, you get caught up in problems, but you don't. That's not your bag. Like, that doesn't come to you.
I just try to deal less with like people, like I fuck with people at certain levels. You know what I'm saying? I know business. I only fuck with certain people on business because I know niggas don't know how to handle business. So I'm not even about to put myself in a position to even have to go there with a nigga about business. You feel me? Personal or private, it's just that. Personal or private. That's the shit I gotta deal with. And I'm gonna deal with that. If a nigga ain't dying, if a nigga ain't sick, I really just don't give a fuck. That's how I look at shit.
But are you happy though?
I'm happy. I'm real happy. My son, he 12, 7th grade. He fucking make me proud every day. He don't think, I had to tell him today, like, bro, you make me proud, bro. I just be trying to stay on you because I know how this shit is to be a young black man. You know what I'm saying? A fucking a pretty privileged black young man. You know what I'm saying? So I be trying to teach him how to navigate, and I enjoy that shit. So fatherhood make me happy. You feel me? So I might be fucked up after he turned 18 and just not want to fuck with me as much. You know what I'm saying? So
the rebellion stage.
Yeah, but I understand that shit though, man. I want a perfect kid, all that. I be trying to just do what I wish my parents, like, I had good parents or whatever, but I feel like a lot of times they ain't handle me the way they should have. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit I did was just because of the environment that I was in, for one, and just shit, the environment, shit, I adapted to that shit, you know what I'm saying? So shit, a lot of the shit I was bringing home, where it was from school or it was from the neighborhood, shit.
You grew up in like a kind of street, like a street neighborhood, or like?
Yeah, I grew up on Portland and Connor, right on the corner across the street from the city airport, 6 Mile Gunston area. That's my hood over there, or whatever. Zorba's over there. That's my county. But shit, I lived over there, 48205, shit, my whole life basically.
Were you in school? Were you like the fucking good student, or what the fuck were you?
Like middle school, I was fucking up in middle school. Like middle school, I started like figuring myself out. I was just trying to figure out what type of person I was gonna be. Like, and I used to fight a lot and shit. I had a quick temper. Then niggas started getting shot, so that shit straightened me the fuck up real quick. Like, shit, niggas getting shot around this bitch.
In middle school?
What? Hell yeah, 14, 13. Man, nigga had a gun in middle school. When I seen a nigga come to school with a gun, bro, I was just like, damn. A couple weeks later, that nigga ended up shooting somebody too. I ain't gonna lie, in the head. Yeah. But that shit straightened me up. I'm like, nigga, I'm sticking with basketball. Niggas that play basketball, they still get the bitches and just stay fresh. And I ain't no pussy, so I beat a nigga ass if I got to, but I ain't be trying to get into shit. And the niggas that used to be into shit really was some hoes for real. You know what I'm saying? They ain't really had no hands. So they used to be in little shit where they knew if they moved as one. That's what I could say about the little gang niggas. You move as one, y'all pretty strong, you feel me? But I just stayed to myself, fuck with the hoes, fuck with the niggas that I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Heavy. And we just partied, hoop, stay fresh.
What causes, like, I know this is gonna be a little more on the controversial side, but like, what causes like there to be a gun in a middle grade schooler's hand?
Man, bad. The environment. If you know where to go find a gun at, and you a kid and you seeing that shit on TV, you gonna play with that bitch. That's why, shout out to my dad. That nigga showed me like how to use a gun like early when I was like, I used to be at home all the time by myself and shit. He like, look, I gotta be 100 with you, shit. I gotta show you how to work this bitch. You feel me? A nigga might run in here. I don't want you playing with this bitch. But if you do play with it, this how you play with it. You feel me? He just kept going thought, nigga. You keep your finger off the trigger, hold this bitch like that. This how you take the clip out the.
Damn.
So but I didn't fuck with it. I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with it a little bit, but I ain't fuck with it too much. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I knew how to work that bitch, and I used to be real cautious with it. I understood what came with that shit. You know what I'm saying? But he showed me how to work that bitch, use that bitch. I was willing to pop a nigga if a nigga came through that door, like as a young nigga.
Right.
You feel me? So, but I stayed away from that shit because I had like a lot of positive like cousins and shit like that. They was going to college and shit, and I used to just be seeing them doing like good shit. Like, damn, this nigga got a bad bitch. He going to college. You got to go to college, nigga. I want to be like my cousin. You feel me? And I used to be seeing like other people in my family like have kids in high school, and they just was fucked up. I'm like, yeah, I don't want that. You know?
Yeah.
So
you had perception like when you were at that age to know like, okay, this is fucked up life and this is like a good life. So let me stick towards the good life.
For sure. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
And I think that's a lot of people. I mean, when I was young, I was stupid as shit. So like, I didn't have perspective. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I just knew I want to do something creative. Like I want to make movies. Like that was what was in my mind.
Right.
But growing up, like I didn't look at somebody else and be like, oh, I want to be him, because I was just too stupid. So I think a lot of people get caught up in that, where it's just like they don't know there's mentors out there.
But no, I understood that my parents was pouring a lot of like good energy into me. You feel me? And that shit'd be like a slap in the face. Like I wasn't that fucking stupid to like, you know what I'm saying? Like fuck over the plans that my mom and my dad had for me and shit. I just had to follow that path. But once I got grown and shit, I started doing, I ain't gonna say stupid shit. I just had to do shit to make ends meet at the end of the day. I just was a hustling ass nigga. You feel me? Yeah. And but I ain't never want to go to jail and shit because I had a kid. That'll just.
What age did you were in high school when you had the kid?
I was 20.
Oh, 20. Okay.
I was in college.
Okay, so it wasn't that.
But I was like you 20. Like you still a kid for real at 20.
Yeah, you are.
Like I didn't experience the shit that I be looking at people in their 20s do now. Like, damn, y'all traveling and shit. Nigga, I'm just not started traveling like late 20s and shit. I started like traveling a little more. But niggas traveling at like 20, 21. Man, what? Spring break, Christmas break, nigga, I gotta be with my fucking son, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, that's tough, man. That's my biggest nightmare, having a kid early and shit. But like some people can manage it, and some people make, like you said, it might have helped you a little bit. It might have given you more bills.
That shit definitely helped, but that shit definitely hurt it a little bit too. Like shit, I feel like I could have did some shit.
Richard, look at you though, goddamn it.
Yeah, I figured it out though, but I wasn't having no other way. I figured it out, but
I'm telling you, bro, you never fucking know. Hey, Nick, is that H6? Can you check the time on the H6 real quick? 33. Okay, cool. Yeah, man, because you got to look at where you are now. Like, it's the butterfly effect. Like, everything changed everything. You might have not fucking thought of the brand or anything like that.
I feel like this shit was like for the long run, more for the long run. The path I took made me think about longevity more. Yeah. Like, I used to, like, when I was younger, I used to think about next year more than, like, right now type shit. And now that shit just expanding. Like, I be on some 3 to 5 year type shit, because you know what I'm saying, that's what I just be on now.
The chess game.
Yeah, definitely the chess game for sure.
Man, I wish I had that. Man, like growing up, I was I didn't think. I wasn't a thinker, and I think that's why I connect with a lot of people that are creatives and the rappers and stuff, is because you don't think too much. We just do shit and just hope it works out. But
for sure,
it seems like you're planning ahead, and that's what's making you successful.
Yeah, I'm definitely. I feel like I'm a thinker for sure, because I have to think past the bullshit. Like, I be feeling like, all right, niggas not gonna embrace this the way it need to be embraced, so let me do it like this to make them, like, it doesn't give them a choice but to fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? It just be shit like that. I just be real strategic and shit with shit.
This is kind of, like, if you took Kuddi away from the whole thing, where would things have things panned out similarly, or how would things have been different? Because it's obviously you two together that built.
Yeah,
the
like
brand.
I feel like he like that other half that I ain't got. Like he a fucking people person way more than me.
Okay.
Like, yeah, he just, that's what it is, and that shit go a long way. Networking, that shit like really like half the battle. Just connecting in spots that I wouldn't have been able to connect with people in. Like Flint, I remember when we first started doing this shit. He was like a part owner of this club in Flint. That bitch banging every fucking night, and he in there crispy as hell every day with the wealthy shit on. So that just built us a fucking audience or a clientele in Flint. You feel me? That's what a lot of niggas around here. That's what we do have over a lot of niggas around here. It ain't just the city with us. Like, we tapped in Flint, tapped in Saginaw, fucking Grand Rapids, just fucking around in there, Lansing, East Lansing, like just from the college shit.
Yeah.
Like all our little college roots, I made sure I double backed on them shits with the wealthy and doubled down. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of shit was, he put a lot of shit together. Like it's a lot of shit going on. Like, this shit wouldn't be shit without him. You feel me?
That's a problem a lot of people have, obviously, trusting somebody, right? And to be able to share a connection and be able to know the mission and stick to it. If one person, a lot of people in the entertainment industry especially get held back because of the people that they're working with. So how did you know, like, this is the person that it's going to work out with at the end of the day?
Man, from the party shit, that nigga used to just let me do me. And I feel like I'm a real nigga. I try to make sure the pape straight. I just, you know what I'm saying? Because that shit ain't gonna, like, I value our friendship over pape. You feel me? Like, the pape and shit gonna come. So it was the party shit. So he, like, again, the little people, he a people person. He knew everybody. I know who I know too. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really be, that nigga get active. He want to get active a little more than me. That's what I say. He a little more active than I am. And that shit goes a long way.
And the trust factor, obviously.
Yeah. And I be like more on the business and the strategic thinking side or whatever like that. And I run shit by him. And he gonna keep it 100 like, oh yeah, this shit hard. Or that shit weak as hell. You know what I'm saying? I know it's coming from a good place. Or some shit I gotta convince him on. And it'd be like, man, I fuck with that shit. Nah, you know what I'm saying? So it's just honest opinion. We just keep everything 100. And like, yeah, like I said, like, this shit wouldn't be shit without him. That nigga the other half of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And my team too, LB. He younger than us. How the fuck old is y'all?
What's he do?
He like really like a little Kuddi for real. Like a younger Kuddi for real.
And that works for you guys, and he gets out there.
Yeah, like he know that young range, young shit now.
Okay,
like that we ain't even connected with no more. They be like they fuck with us, but like you gotta fuck with people. You know what I'm saying? You gotta fuck with people. Like I don't ever want to get to the point where I'm just not connected with the streets and shit. You never want to do that. But like growing up, you organically disconnect with the generation behind you. So I make sure I empower like my younger people. You know what I'm saying? Like my employees in my store, you know, shout out to them. They be keeping shit moving. You know what I'm saying? And I know that shit like the future. 19-year-olds and 20-year-olds, I be like, man, I wish I could have worked for a nigga like me. You know what I'm saying? Because I just be pointing them in the right direction and shit like that. And they be pointing me in the right direction. Like, hey, you need to have Jug fuck with this producer right here. He be having heat right here on YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right.
Yeah, the young kids, they know they're fucking. They know what's hot. You know?
They know what the fuck going on.
And like you said, man, like the last like I know what you're talking about with the generation before you, like how it kind of fades away a little bit. You kind of start thinking like, a little bit silliness. Like this is kind of silly that y'all do that, but you understand it. Like why?
Yeah, I understand. Like the TikTok shit. I'm never coming TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Man. I think I made one fucking TikTok because that shit. I just always wanted to do the edited shit, and that shit was so easy on there. Like fuck yeah, I did the little crowd. Like I was in the crowd type shit. I like this shit hype. And I understood why people like it. My son on that shit all day. My son be giving me hip. He be coaching me through the YouTube shit with Jug. Like, yeah, y'all need to do his YouTube like this. Do this. Oh, like, so. Yeah. I embrace that because I wish I had somebody to listen to me.
Man, that's so
man,
smart.
listen. like Bitcoin. Like I was on that shit when that shit was like $600 a coin. Like telling niggas who I knew had pape at the time. Man, look, you need to put 10,000 in here. I just seen you fuck up 10 in the club. You know, if 10,000 on some $600 Bitcoin, you man, I don't even want to get into that though. So now I'm at that point where I make sure I take everything into consideration because I'm in a position that they were in and they really didn't take what the fuck I was saying into consideration.
Right.
So I'll be making sure like, look, cuz NFT, what? All right, yeah, I'm fucking with it. Let me go watch hella YouTube videos on this NFT shit because you motherfuckers keep talking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Because that bitch might blow up.
yeah, for sure. That's what I really be on.
Yeah.
But right now, we just preparing for the future, man. We got our anniversary coming up. This our 3rd year. If you check the statistics.
To cut in on that a little bit, like one big fuck up I had was when Baby Tron came out. When Baby Tron first came out, I remember messaging the Hip Hop Lab saying like, "That's never gonna work. Nobody's ever gonna fuck with that kid. That's whack." And I was saying all this stuff, and I was so fucking wrong. It's insane. I just didn't know.
Man,
But
as soon as
now-
I seen Baby Tron,
You
soon
knew-
as I heard the Shitty Boys come to the store, come get y'all some t-shirts, or whatever the fuck y'all need.
Yeah.
Them niggas was spitting. It was just some shit we never heard before. You can't look. That's just being creative, bro. You can't critique uniqueness. You know what I'm saying? Because what the fuck are you comparing it to?
Right on.
You feel me? Like that's the what's that? The killer all joy is comparing shit. Like leave that shit alone. That nigga, I knew he was a star. I like Stan. I like Trey D. How you pronounce his name?
All
if
I know
fucked
is
your shit up.
all
My
I
bad,
know is
bro,
like
but
I
with
fucked up for sure with that one. And I always admit like that was a
you. Nah,
bad one.
you be standing on your opinion.
But it's just like what you said, bro. Like there's people who have an eye for certain shit, and that's why you gotta keep your circle with like everybody. Like I like how you just said that. Like you guys got your generation, and then you guys were smart enough to get somebody younger that that stays in the scene
For
a little
sure.
bit closer to
They'll
it.
tell you like, oh, you fucking up on this one. You need
Yeah.
to go to this strip club. Like this where the house be at. That really means something. All right, we there then. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta. It's just simple shit. Just listening, bro, and applying too.
Yeah.
Like, don't be just listening to listen. You gotta apply that shit, take that shit into consideration, and just really just embrace the shit that's behind. You gotta embrace the shit for real. But if it's like some shit that I didn't heard before and that shit, I like hearing like new shit. That's why I like Jug so much. I'm like, I ain't never heard no nigga sound like you, bro. Exactly. But it sounds like Detroit, but it sounds like whoever the fuck Jug Harden is, that's your shit.
Exactly.
But I know it's from like the city. Like the city creates so many different sounds. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Did you ever consider rapping? Was that like
no, definitely. I love rap.
Okay.
I got bars for real. Like I be just if I get high when I'm with the fellas, we freestyling. It's up there, and I'm coming with them fucking bars. That's why I be critiquing Jug. Like, no, I need more metaphors in this song, nigga. Like, you know.
Oh, so you're helping curate the songs?
Like he'll play it like, how you like this bitch? And I'd be like, you gotta put some more hitters in there, make niggas feel that shit. Like, make that shit go. He'd be like, all right, that shit just motivate him. Like, yeah, I'd be like, this it right here. And I don't be lying, for real. I'm like an A&R. I be on my A&R shit. For real.
That's a good idea too. Obviously, starting like a record label, unless you already did that.
No, that's what this shit is.
Yeah,
you feel me? I just don't.
Like
I don't really promote it like that because people hate, and hate is like that ain't the promotion I want around nothing I'm doing. You feel me? So y'all gonna get this shit how I'm giving it to you. That's how I look at it.
Yeah. Because like, you put the record label stamp behind it, changes everything.
Yeah. Like when this shit started working, then I'm be like, nigga, yes. Wealthy Records, Wealthy Music Group, whatever the fuck it need to be. But right now it's the Wealthy brand, and we pushing that shit, and we using all our fucking resources to turn him up. I try to make this shit look like a whatever, like fucking Atlantic and Empire, whatever the fuck I can do as an independent person. I try to make sure I do that shit with my artists.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like you keeping your mouth shut about what it is, just letting it naturally become what everybody.
The people gonna make this shit what it's supposed to be.
Exactly. That literally, I want to stamp that for everybody. Like, literally, just wait till people say it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes people is a little bit off, but like when they sell features, like don't sell it until people ask you how much you charge first, because a lot of people will start rapping and they'll be like, "Oh, here's my feature price." It's like, bitch, nobody.
Give me I'm doing $500 all day today. No, fuck that. No, y'all gonna put some more value on this shit over here. We putting in real work.
Yeah.
We spending what we need. We spending it the way it need to be spent. We spending it where it need to be spent, and we producing the shit at a high rate.
Yeah, bro. I mean, you guys marketed yourself in a brilliant way. You know, you got famous people wearing all the clothes. You guys are networking with huge crowds, different crowds outside the city. You didn't pigeonhole yourself, and you guys just played it all smart. And I think a lot of mistakes that these youngsters are making is they're not really strategizing, like you said. And not only are they not strategizing, I think they're looking at the short-term success.
Yeah, a lot of people just think they should have hustled.
Yeah,
See, I stepped into this shit knowing I wanted a brand. Like, this one I'm standing behind. Because it'd be so hard to brand yourself as an individual and be successful. That's just what it is. But if it's a brand and there's somebody behind it, they gonna fuck with the brand. You know what I'm saying? I always looked at that shit like that. I always wanted to just like have something to like to be the CEO of. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even got to put my face on it too much. Because once you present a brand or market a brand, the brand gonna attract whatever you need. You know what I'm saying? And I try to do the best I can with this shit. I ain't gonna lie. I try to embrace people. I try to do good business with everybody. Like, all that shit matters.
Yeah.
All that shit matters.
People fucking up the game are the people that, like you said, they just think it's a quick bag or whatever. They're the ones who are fucking up the game, because now you're saturating the market with all this bullshit that you're just doing to make a quick dollar off of. And then the people who are actually trying to build an empire, tried to build like a real brand or label, they have to work against us now because it's so saturated.
I mean, I don't look at it like that. I mean, I look at it like that too, in a way. I understand why people look at it like that, but shit. You going to fucking bread aisle, it's 100 different breads in that motherfucking aisle.
True.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how I look at it. Like, shit, like, my bread about to be a little more better than yours. Like, I fuck with Sarah Lee. I don't know what Sarah Lee did to me, but that shit platinum. I ain't even ever seen a Sarah Lee commercial, I don't think. But I go get my Sarah Lee honey wheat bread, and I don't look at shit else. You feel me?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the packaging on the bread or like this shit soft every time I go and buy the bread. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what it is.
Yeah, man.
That's just what it is.
Familiarity. And
familiarity. Like Faygo. Like, I never really seen a Faygo commercial in my life. Rare. But I will go get a fucking red pop just as often as I go get a fucking Sprite. You know what I'm saying?
And word of mouth is very powerful, especially in Detroit. When you're connected to it and you're really inside of it, the word of mouth really spreads. And obviously, social media was a huge thing for you guys, right? Because 2016 is like peak of Instagram, peak of a lot of social medias. And you guys have all these guys who are popping, like rappers are popping off more in 2016 than ever, pretty much. Man. Because that's when they figured out, like, oh, Instagram's killing it. YouTube's killing it.
That's why I said that structure was coming in with the Detroit music scene. It was just more structure. It was new sounds coming out. Like, I feel like our sound developed and evolved into what it is today. You know what I'm saying? The DZs, the fucking Sadas, the maturation process that we seen Team Eastside go through, Dame Dot, Babyface Ray, them Peasy, them niggas in a different bag right now. Like, at the peak of their fucking game, and they been through so much shit to get there. That's why I respecting them. Like, shit, nigga, what? Yeah. You need 20,000 for a show, nigga. You deserve that shit. I ain't seen y'all. You know what I'm saying? I done seen it all, but now they got structure. It's more structure, the Detroit music scene. It's I think the petty Detroit niggas are hustlers and they understand business to a certain extent. But now they start seeing niggas like PZ, Ray, them niggas are rich now. You feel me? Because they take this, they look at this shit as more of a business and they present it like they got structure now, man.
Yeah, man. It's kind of weird how it happened too, because like social media is a huge reason why it got structurized, I think. But it's kind of crazy. It could have been off of that, but like I'm pretty sure Instagram blew up a lot of people. I'm pretty sure.
For sure.
But it's kind of weird though, because if you think about it, we know that community we know the major platforms in Detroit, the ones that, you know, showcase all these artists and stuff like that. We know all the major artists, but it's mainly because of social media putting it up there for us in the first place.
For sure.
So Detroit was kind of quiet until social media. Not too quiet, but it wasn't as loud as it is now.
No, it just the social media made the world smaller. It made lingo, everybody's lingo, like op. Like I thought I just knew that all that shit is like Chief Keef in Chicago language, but it didn't fucking spread just through social media. It's just everybody lingo. You know what I'm saying? That's why I fuck with Detroit so much, because you have to be here to really get this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't put too much on the internet. We put what we want y'all to see, what we can kind of profit off. I mean, a lot of niggas do a lot of clown shit they put on there. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, we stick to the code and the code of the culture. You know what I'm saying? And like, you gotta be here to get this shit. You feel me? But the social media definitely made this shit way fucking smaller. Made like a rap star could fuck your bitch right now. You feel me? Like, that's all it take. Like, I be bumming this is like just. That's why I be telling bitches like, hey man, you gotta tighten up, because I be around some niggas. You feel me? I be around. You know what I'm saying? You ain't all the way together. You feel me? I can't. That shit a strike. That's a strike on my behalf. I brought you around and gang and tossed you up and shit. Them niggas about to flag me when I come back here. Nigga, this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to tighten up. Yeah. You feel me? Like, this shit way smarter. Like, Drake could DM your bitch, she bad enough. Future for sure gonna DM your bitch, she bad enough. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So,
bro, anybody in Detroit, like any major star, bro, you know what?
Like, you really could get your bitch took off fucking social media. Like,
and it bothers
tighten
me.
up. That's why I kind of don't. I really ain't got no emotions with this shit, though, but I don't give a fuck about shit.
Yeah.
And, like, fuck it.
Bitches like hit me up and they'll say something like, yo, you can come to this party if you invite this person. And I'm like, bitch, like, come on, bro. You feel me? Like, why am I not that person by myself? You know what I'm saying? No, you got to bring him with you. And I'm like, damn, bro. Like,
it be
just
like
because you're a rapper, you got clout. And it's like, damn, bro. I'm not going to invite his ass, but I'm going to figure out a way to get in that party.
It be like that sometimes, though. It be like that.
It's like that. And, you know, it's just, you're like, man, it makes everything smaller and easier to access social media.
Yeah, it's some good girls out here that don't really give a fuck about none of that shit.
Cat, bro. That's not true.
No, it's some, bro.
I'll never trust anybody on social media that's a girl, man. Never. I would never marry a girl that's on social media ever in a million years, bro.
I ain't gonna say that. I just
cat, bro. I'm telling you.
Anybody that's on social media?
Listen, like, put it this way, bro. She's got to be just taking the family photos and like keeping it simple. I'm not trying to marry a girl who's modeling and trying to become an entertainer and all that shit. Get the fuck out of here with that, bro.
No,
like,
that's
go do normal shit.
I be looking at that as like, that shit gonna phase out for like people like after they evolve. Like, I done seen girls who be young, who used to be looking like very, I don't know the word I'm looking for, but they used to be on that type of time on the internet. They had kids. They changed it to a whole different bitch. You feel me? If you meet that person at a certain time, that might be the one for you. You feel me? And she already know how to suck dick good, everything before she get to you.
Yeah, you got it already prepped up and shit.
You already Gucci. You feel
That's
me?
free game shit. All right. Man, look, so I feel like a lot of people who watch this, obviously entrepreneurship is a huge part of it for it, because they're watching a success. Anybody who wants to start a business and figure out how to succeed in it, they're going to watch this because they know who you are and what you did.
Yeah, for sure.
For the t-shirt guys, though, the guys who are trying to start just off the clothing right now, if you could give them an A to Z, just basic strategy in 1 minute, could you give them a little just blueprint, just like a little blueprint for them?
Be original. Originality is usually successful. You know what I'm saying? When you're the first to do some shit, or the first to do some shit like this, or the first person to present some shit like originality is key, for one. Like, if I look at your shit and be like, damn, that's a Chrome Heart hoodie. Nah, there's some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, or I'm just hypothetically speaking, like, don't make your shit look like nothing else. Make your shit look like whatever the fuck come up in your brain. 2, stick to it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it has been times I kind of made that shit sound like this shit was easy. But it's been times where niggas just been frustrated, but I never wanted to quit. Like, man, fuck this shit. Hell no, I've been too invested into this shit too crazy. You know what I'm saying? I just think of something else to build on what the fuck we got going on. You know what I'm saying? You got some motion. You got to put some gas in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? And you got to have confidence, believe it. You know, involve your team somehow. A lot of people don't be having support. You know what I'm saying? But support come any type of way. You feel me?
Yeah.
Give a fresh nigga a tee. He might not have wanted to buy that bitch, but he fresh as hell. Get that nigga that motherfucking t-shirt. For niggas to be like, hey, he fresh as hell in that tee. Where you get that from? That might get you 5 sales right there.
Yep.
While you worried about the little $40 sale. You could have made $200 by just giving it to the right person. So it's just, and self-awareness. Like, if you can't dress or whatever, like, just make sure I just
take a bitch with you to the mall.
Presentation, man.
Take a bitch with you to the mall.
This
Take
shit
a bitch
about,
with the.
This shit about presentation.
Even when you know, they say like, 1 second, sorry, my bad, 1 second.
Yeah, my shit going crazy right now. Man, get your own sauce, man.
But I'm just saying, they help you. They help you understand. Like, bro, listen, I went to Hugo Boss, and I used to be a terrible dresser. You probably already know that. I used to be terrible at dressing. This dude came in. He looked like, bitch, hey, what? This is the heat. This is heat. What, you don't like this one? The material, you don't like it?
That shit. What the fuck is that?
This is a $1 billion boy club. This is a big ass brand, bro. You don't know about that?
I know about it, but that bitch like you about to go to an ugly sweater party.
All right, well, listen, man. So yeah. Let me tell you what's going on though. What the fuck? Oh, so I go to Hugo Boss, and I don't know how to dress at all. I don't know colors. I don't know shit. This dude just said, "Listen, bro." He looked like the butler from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. He grabbed my shoulder. He said, "Tropical colors." He's like, no poppy colors, no bright colors, tropical."
Right.
That's what I started doing, tropical. And it's been working. I've been getting more pussy. Everything's been straight. I've been chilling. Nobody's been off my ass about what I've been dressing up in.
You good, man. You got to just do what work for you, bro.
But yeah, no, at the end of the day, like, if you don't understand fashion, go to the mall, go get opinions from other people and figure it out. Who comes up with the styles? Who comes up with the final products and all that? Is that collaboration, or was one of you more decisive about the colors and stuff?
Like the color shit, we kind of like, we a colorful ass. The colors really just what we go crazy on.
Okay.
Like the different colors. We just drop some flavors. Let me see. I'm about to show you some shit.
Sure.
We just dropped a couple of flavors. Just little shit. We just come heavy with the colors or whatever. Now we about to fuck them up with some new designs and shit.
Yeah,
so I used to just always be worried about the branding. Like, everybody don't got it. Like, you don't have a shirt.
No, man. I came one time. Listen, I'll tell you what.
You never had a shirt. We had a store for 3 years, and we've been a brand for 5. We always had one line and shit like that. So that just means it's more work to do.
So here's no. I did not buy it because I didn't want it. Here's what happens. And a lot of people brought this up to you in different situations. You guys cost a lot of money.
You think so?
Yeah. Isn't it like $60 for a shirt?
Man, I see people charging more than us, bro.
But I'm not saying that it's not worth it. I'm just saying it's a lot.
We got $50 shirts. We got hats. We got socks. You feel? You can get your
$50 shirts?
Do you do like tall sizes?
Tall size, whatever you need, bro. We got it.
All right, yeah, all right.
But it's just like Billionaire Boys Club.
It's cost me $100.
Right. We got our hoodie, $80 hoodie. That bitch a quality hoodie, and it's gonna get you some. It's gonna get you some pussy.
No, yeah, it could, yeah.
They gonna think you know something when you in the wealthy.
You're right.
I just had a young nigga tell me like, bro, I gave him a wealthy tee and shit. He like, bro, that shit turned me up in school. You feel me? That bitch. Them bitches.
All right, listen, I'm gonna go buy one. I'm gonna go buy a hoodie on Thursday.
You gonna get a compliment.
And then on Monday, I'm gonna wear it to my next podcast and shit. I do support the brand a lot.
Yeah,
I think what you guys are doing is
we
awesome.
on here. You feel me?
You feel me? You guys are killing it.
Like
now,
shit.
For my friends that are selling t-shirts again, man, let's just run the scenario. I want to start a t-shirt company. I want my own brand. I thought of the label. I thought of the brand. I know what I want to put on these shirts, okay? Walk me through the process of getting success from this. Just having a box full of t-shirts. Now, I have the box full of t-shirts.
And assuming your shit sweet.
It's good.
All right, you got a good batch. Boom.
Good batch. And I have like 1,000 friends.
Boom. I'll take 10 shirts. I get my freshest friend 3. And I get everybody else 1. and whoever you know. I mean, you can get like niggas addresses. It's just like so much shit you could do. If your shit fire, they gonna put it on. You feel me? A nigga give me some fire shit, I'm putting it on. You know? And people are like walking billboards at the end of the day. Utilize that. Utilize your people. Utilize your circle. A lot of people be complaining about like, man, people don't support me. Cause why the fuck are they gonna buy some shit they don't know what it is, or they don't know the reaction they're gonna get from it? You gotta sell this shit. Like when people start, I've seen somebody start a brand and just put like 200, like it looked like, I don't know how much they put into it, but it looked like them niggas put $200,000 worth of marketing into it, and it just went crazy. You feel me? It's just shit that you gotta do. You gotta put, shit is about marketing, promotion. You know what I'm saying? Like we got all these little outlets. Like Detroit has everything somebody needs to get on. You might need some paper to do certain shit. But some shit you might not need no paper. You feel me? Like I done went to fucking, I remember T Grizzly at a concert at the Fillmore. I went in that bitch with a bag, assuming that I was gonna bump into T Grizzly. I didn't. But I fucking bumped into OMB Peasy. I don't know if you heard of him or whatever.
Of course.
Yeah, not
OMB, yeah.
All right, I'm making sure you hip. So I gave that nigga a crew neck, some tees. That nigga started rocking that bitches. You feel me? And I was just familiar with it because I just hip to a lot of music shit, like underground shit.
Yeah.
And I knew if he got the shit, somebody was gonna know about it. But it's just getting your shit out there. Get your shit out there the best way you can. But if I got 1,000 tees or 100 tees, however, I'm probably giving away a third of them bitches just to get the shit in people's faces.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you got to get that shit away.
You're gonna take a loss at first.
Yeah, we was doing photo shoots. We was doing shit before niggas was even doing shit. Like I always made sure I had a videographer or graphic designer. That's why that shit that I used to want to be. I used to want to be a fucking graphic designer. I went to fucking Specs Hire for a minute, for like a month, trying to be a graphic designer. It was just too much to that shit. So that's why I pay my respects to like graphic designers or niggas who know how to edit videos and shit like that. Like that shit, you gotta respect other people's craft. You gotta utilize the resources. It's just a lot of resources. Like if you don't know how to do some shit, fucking YouTube that shit.
Yeah.
Like this shit is not rocket science. Like it's way more YouTubeable shit than it was when I first started this shit. Like no cap.
Yeah, you can become a millionaire off that shit just
Like,
studying.
Just studying this shit.
Yeah.
Like read.
NBA players are
Research.
getting crazy too now because NBA players, especially in Detroit, seems like they want to come and like they want to be a part of the culture and stuff. So it's getting easier to get in contact with them. Have you
Sure.
guys reached out to any NBA players besides obviously Dwight and all that from Detroit itself?
Yeah, Josh Jackson, he shows love. Like that's from Sada crew. Miles Bridges shows love. You know. It's really just get your shit together. Whatever you're gonna attract, you're gonna attract if it's presented right.
Yeah.
Like, my favorite brand right now probably like shit like Kith. Them niggas shit so simple. Like I have on a Kith hoodie or some shit, niggas want to, or a crew neck or whatever. Niggas want to know it's Kith or whatever, so they just see like simple ass Kith sign somewhere on there. Like, damn, you paid $150 for that bitch? Like, yeah, you ain't even know it's Kith. It's just, you know what I'm saying, the mystique of it or whatever. That niggas website crispy, all they drops crispy, they rollouts are crispy. Like I see that from an independent standpoint. Like I see the type of shit they do. Like I want to do shit like this. And that's the type of shit I be want to do. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to figure it out how to do it. And I'm going to do that shit.
Yeah.
It's just, we got to figure that shit out, man.
We had somebody come on the podcast that does clothing as well, and he's in like Donna Saks stores and stuff. I don't know if you saw that video where he said Detroit doesn't have fashion.
Yeah.
And then he got fucking toasted.
Yeah, he was tripping.
Okay.
I shout out to him, though. He showed his love, though. He understood what we was doing, though. But a lot of niggas be having that type of opinion.
What's your idea of that? Yeah.
Man, niggas be getting fresh here, dog. I don't know what.
Detroit fashion is on a plus side for you right now?
Man, Detroit culture, period. Like, I don't think nobody fucking with us. I feel like we're very fucking original. We're very fucking trend setting. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit niggas just not getting on like other places, like a civilian, you know, not a rapper, you know what I'm saying? Like our civilians niggas got kits and $3,000 glasses and $15,000-$20,000 chains and shit. Like, stop playing with Detroit, dog. Like, come on, man, that shit was disrespectful to the motherfucker, dog. For real, dog. You will see a nigga in line to get in the club with a crazy ass kid on, dog.
Man.
This a regular nigga. This nigga don't rap or do nothing. This nigga probably work at Chrysler, but niggas just know how to just look. If Detroit niggas just figured out how to just like figure out the asset part of like being financially responsible, it's gonna get ugly, for real. But like the liability side of the financial responsibility tip, them niggas be exploiting that shit, dog. The pandemic really made me realize, like, yeah, the city really get busy, like, for real, the fashion tip. Like, niggas be crispy. Niggas gonna wear labels. Niggas gonna wear shit that ain't. Niggas gonna get crispy off local shit. Like, I seen niggas get busy off the local shit, mix it with the designer shit. Like, Detroit fashion, like, I fuck with it heavy. I fuck with just, like, the culture, black culture all across the board. Like, niggas be getting busy, dog. Yeah. Like, a lot of people can't afford to do some of the shit. But the niggas that can't afford it, nigga, what? You could figure it out, too. Like, you could bust a little outfit out for $100, some white ones, some good jeans from somewhere.
Yeah.
It ain't gotta be nothing crazy, but I fuck with Detroit fashion. And the little young niggas be fresh as a motherfucker these days.
I know it.
Like, stop playing, dog. Like, dog was tripping, though. I understand what he be saying. But he probably, I don't know. I don't even know.
Yeah,
I was trying to see it from his point of view on that one, though, because he was kind of like horned. I'm like, no.
He was saying a little bit.
No, like, niggas will go, like, I done went to other cities, nigga, with my niggas, and we literally, like, the crispiest niggas in the club or some shit. We looking like we them niggas in there, like we looking like they booked us in that bitch. Like, come on, man. Bro. And we'll see some other niggas from the city over there, like, damn, them niggas in this bitch turned too. Nah, we collectively in this bitch turned up. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody from the city, like, that just be niggas who don't be getting out for real. Like, niggas gotta be outside a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate that perspective, man. Man, listen, again, big shout out to your brand, man. The Wealthy brand is, like I said, it's everywhere you go, and we'll probably chop down that number from, if you go on a Friday night to Detroit, you're going to see 1 out of 20 to 30 people wearing a Wealthy brand t-shirt, and you'll see it in every fucking music video in Detroit. It's everywhere, and it's a fucking lovely brand because it's so simple. I think that's my favorite part about it. It's so simple, but it means a lot, and the fashion is there. And then it has 2 figureheads behind it that are really inspirational to look up to, 2 entrepreneurs that are really inspirational to look up to. Appreciate you being here. If there's anything you have to shout out or let anybody know about, please do that, and we'll wrap it up.
Man, shout out to this new collection we about to drop. We got our anniversary coming up Thanksgiving weekend. We about to have a whole little rollout for that. Shout out to Jug Harden. Shout out to my partner, Kuddi. Shout out to LB. Shout out to Vic. Shout out to the team. You feel me? Just, we moving, bro. Just keep fucking with us. We gonna give back to the community. We about to tap into these schools, tap into it with the youth, and just create a new cycle for real, and just really like turn up around this bitch. Like from every aspect, the community, the fucking business side of shit, just the fashion side, the music side, just everything, just forward progress, everything positive. We just passing out positive energy. We giving back. We showing love. We just embracing the fucking Detroit culture. All that.
Sure, man. Appreciate you again. Thank you so much. Vantage Photo behind the camera, man. We're shooting at Parallel Sound Studio. Go check out the Wealthy brand. We're out. Peace.